This is quite common behaviour that you see. Fish scratching. They'll pick a rock or an object, such as this fake octopus, and they'll scratch themselves. Whenever you see this behaviour, you've got to assume it's the start of white spot coming along, especially on these fish such as your tangs, which don't have skin, that are particularly susceptible to white spot. And what that's encouraging, what that's sort of suggesting, is it's got a bit of itch, and when the parasites latch onto the fish, it's quite irritating to their skin, and that's why they're scratching. They're scratching to basically try and dislodge the little parasite. And you'll also see that those same fish, the blue tangs, which are particularly prone to white spot, are also coming up and presenting themselves to the cleaner wrasse. So you'll see the fish sort of tilt to its side, which is presenting itself to be cleaned. So once again, if you see this behaviour in your fish, the first thing you want to do is drop your salinity. So bring your salt level down, sort of 1.018, because the lower your salinity, the less energy your fish need to put into the osmoregulation system, which is the balance of salt in the body. The next thing we want to try and do is fill the fish up with as much garlic as possible. So try and feed them quite heavily on food soaked in garlic. And when I mean garlic, I don't just mean Chinese garlic, white garlic, I mean pink Italian garlic, where you crush the juice out of it and put it into the food. Or feed foods like Spectrum Thera A or Spectrum finicky fish, which has got a lot of garlic in it. Now, if you do have a quarantine tank, it would be very good to put these fish into the quarantine tank and then run them with a level of copper in the water, copper like cupramine, and that'll kill this white spot. If you think it gets really bad and you can see white dots all over the fish, which is the more developed stage of the disease, you can give them a freshwater bath, which is you make up some fresh water with the same pH and temperature as your salt water, and you put these fish in it for sort of 3 to more like 5 minutes. And then the fresh water should kill the parasites, and hopefully the fish is strong enough to withstand that when you put them back in, and that can provide a lot of relief for the fish. And then there are various medications you can use to fix this problem as well. Myazin is quite reef safe, and then there's also Medic, which is extremely good. I've had really good success with Medic, which is quite a good medication. So ultimately copper, but you can't put copper in a reef tank, so that needs to go into a quarantine tank. So basically drop your salinity, make sure your temperature is at least 25 up to 27, no higher. Fill them up with garlic, because the parasites don't like garlic in the blood of the fish. And adding a cleaner wrasse, or preferably a cleaner shrimp, is a really good idea as well. So just something for you to watch out for. Very, very common. All fish have white spot all the time. It just takes a stressful situation to bring it out. Then what you need to do is to lower the fish's stress and help it out with things like garlic, lower salinity and so forth, to help them get over this. There's absolutely no reason why it should be a problem if you get onto it. And also make sure that you do not, under any circumstance, add any new fish into the aquarium for at least a month after you've had any sort of issue, or even just added a new fish. The 1 month rule is really important, especially in this circumstance.